If you stop to view this video, you are a leader, a manager, or influencer of some kind, or maybe all three. And you don't need to have a title to be a leader, a manager, or an influencer. You don't need to have a staff reporting to you. You don't even need to have a jobby job in the classic sense to be a leader, a manager, or an influencer. You can lead, manage, and influence things right in your own home, with your family, as a volunteer somewhere, at your church, and so on and so forth. The core criterion for being a leader, manager, influencer is not your job, is not your career, is not your title. It is transformation. Being the go-to person in your circle. Are you the go-to person when things go wrong or when things are in the air or about to change in your surrounding environment? If that's the case, you are. While others around you have the luxury of experiencing the change or differences only for themselves personally, are you one of the people who is thinking about and executing on the details that get things done, keeps things running? Again, this can be at home, at work, and if you're working from home due to COVID-19, or anywhere you spend or volunteer your time and your energy. If that is you, then EntityHR online courses and free coaching sessions are for you as well. Graphic sequence for EntityHR. Hello and welcome to EntityHR online courses and coaching. I'm Nakia Townsend, and I'm an HR professional, an adult educator, and your coach if you enroll in our courses at EntityHR or follow us with a like, a click, or a share. Let me start by sharing a little bit about EntityHR, our name. An entity, by definition, is a thing with distinct and independent existence. Just about everything that exists can be called an entity. And we hear this word a lot and we think of it in the business context of organizations or groups. And that's accurate, but it is also incomplete because you yourself are an entity. I am an entity. Our minds, bodies, spirits give us the distinct and independent existence according to the formal definition of the word entity. And if you think about it, we all have a brand on various social media platforms that reflect our distinct and independent existence, whether we have a personal brand or a professional brand or both. And then there's the word HR. Please don't let the term HR, human resources, throw you off. We are not the principal's office of the workplace. I am not conducting your employee investigations. This is not where you would go and get your health benefits information in the annual enrollment time. And this is not the place where you're going to be dropping off applications to get hired. Though I do have a background in those functions of human resources, that is not our mission at EntityHR. The entity is you, and HR is that we're centered around your learning and your development. And we're encouraging you to grow and evolve as a person, both inside and outside of the workplace. So if you're working in a traditional setting, I sincerely hope that your HR functions effectively and is genuinely invested in your development as a person and your development as a professional. But guess what? Sometimes they are not, whether it's not effective or they're not invested in our own growth. And that's when we have to take our own personal and professional evolution into our own hands. And I'm suggesting that you grow yourself for yourself. At EntityHR, our focus is your development as a person and as a professional, period. We offer personal and professional coaching services to individuals, teams, and organizations, public, private, big, and small. All towards the aim of professional success and personal triumph. Because we believe those things, personal success and professional success, are grossly intertwined. They go hand in hand with one another. So please feel free to comment on that. Drop a comment, emoji on what you think and feel about the link between personal development and professional development. And for those who are listening who are still a bit reluctant to even look at yourself as a leader, a manager, or an influencer, let me throw a few scenarios at you really quickly. In the context of work, are you the first person to be asked to join a team or committee? Are you the person who's asked to help the new guy or new girl get up to speed? If you already have staff assigned to you, or people just come to you regularly to answer questions on a variety of things related to your job and not related to your job. In the context of home, were you responsible for keeping the lights on before or after COVID-19? Or maybe you had to make arrangements to quarantine yourself or quarantine someone else at your home. Do any or many of the household bills and decisions fall to you? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, spend some time adjusting to the idea that you really truly are already a leader, a manager, an influencer in your world. You are an entity, all your own. You have a brand to maintain and maybe even a team to build. And EntityHR is here to support you with online courses and online coaching and encouragement for the glow up. So if you are an HR professional, an educator, a community or church leader, a social worker, counselor, advisor, maybe you're a mentor, and of course, C-suite executives, a leader, manager, influencer of any type, whether it is for your own small business, you work for the government or in the private sector, it doesn't matter. Our mission and vision at EntityHR is to support the personal and professional development of all adult learners, especially adult learners who support other adult learners. So not only are we offering online courses and online coaching and encouragement to you, the leader, manager, influencer, but also to your students, your clients, your patients, family members, friends. You can simply share or suggest our page and make an impact on someone else's life. Just that simple. As a leader, manager, influencer, the people you support, whatever you call them, clients, family, teams, they come to you when they're in need. They come to you when they're in transition or seeking or dealing with a transformation. And they will benefit from you as a leader, manager, or influencer, from you developing yourself. Having the ability to manage your own feelings, identify your own feelings, strengths and weaknesses, sharpening your essential communication skills while helping them do the same exact thing. Have you ever heard the phrase, the cobbler's children have no shoes? The metaphor in the story is that the very successful cobbler or shoemaker does not make shoes for his own children, his own beneficiaries in this world, because the shoemaker is too busy making shoes for all the others and making a living. In essence, I'm asking you, leader, manager, influencer, who is pouring into you? While you are so busy leading, managing, influencing other people, whether you know it or not, who's pouring into you? Let that be me. Let that be EntityHR. We want to fill or refill your cup so that you can continue or start to pour out into other people the way that only you can do it. So the tips and tools and encouragement you get here will assist your own personal and professional development and also become a tool for you to teach other people to grow where they are planted as well. So thank you for your time and thank you for your attention for this introduction to EntityHR, online courses and coaching. Engage our socials, read our blog, visit our website, entityhr.org. That's where our course schedules will be, and other free tools available will be there as well. In the meantime, in between time, we would love to hear from you directly. So feel free to follow, like, click, share, comment, slide in our DMs. We're on Facebook, the Gram, Twitter, Pinterest. Don't laugh, I like Pinterest. And LinkedIn as well. Let us know what kind of course content or topics will be useful to you and to your followers, your students, your team, your family, etc. In closing, I hope our time together was both a benefit and a blessing to you all. Thank you.